welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. Welcome to my beautiful returning subscribers. Thank you to all of my new subscribers this month. I so appreciate you here. Thank you so much for your presence. As a thank you to my subscribers here on this channel, I do offer a chance to win a free reading with me. So please be sure to drop your comment below any of my readings this month for your chance to win. Be sure to hit your notification bell if you do so that I can notify you if you're chosen the winner. But if you have just stumbled across this channel for the very first time, we want to welcome you here as well. Please subscribe to the channel, get cozy. We're going to have a little chat because we're all friends when we gather around this table. For today's pick a card reading, we are doing a message that you need to hear from Spirit, some good news that is coming your way. So the next bit of good news that you're going to experience in life, there are 3 piles for us to choose from today. Pile number 1 with the white flower and the Hierophant. Pile number 2 with the pink flower and the star. And pile number 3 with the cream flower and the sun. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be a message waiting from Spirit, and my time stamps are listed below. I'm going to jump right into pile 1. And again, our topic today is some good news that's coming your way from Spirit, a message that you may need to hear today. Pile 1. Hello, pile number 1. You are drawn to the white flower, and this is your reading. What is some good news that you can expect coming your way soon? A message that you may need to hear from your spirit team today. You were drawn to the Hierophant, which is a beautiful card overall to be drawn to, because this can relate to advancement in so many different arenas of life: career, home, family, love. This can really kind of cover it all. It just really talks about development, talks about your strength being rewarded as well. So this is just a great card to have been drawn to. It's very linked to Taurus energy and some really strong earth energy. So you may perhaps have Taurus in your chart somewhere. So let's take a look here and see what is some good news that is coming your way, please. Pile number 1. Ooh. Already we have the 2 of coins. This could mean that you've been waiting to hear about something, or you've been putting a lot of effort into something, but you haven't really seen any gains in that arena. And this could, again, relate to career or something in your personal life that's going on that's throwing you a little bit off balance. You have the King of Swords, Libra energy. You have the Wheel of Fortune, but things are going to go in your favor. That is what we're talking about today. What is some good news that's coming your way, please? So if you've been waiting to hear about something, if you're really extremely worried about something, Spirit has good news for you. You have the King of Cups. Back of the deck, we do have the 6 of Pentacles, and we have the Page of Pentacles. You're going to have some very, very good news. And I have a lot of different energies that are floating in today. The 6 of Pentacles is talking about an offer, an opportunity, an invitation. You could be waiting to hear about a job offer, for instance. And if that's the case, you're going to have your hopes relieved. I feel like in this moment you're almost trying to set yourself up for failure when it comes to your expectation, but Spirit says don't worry about that, because you're going to have positive feedback, you're going to have positive news. So if you're waiting to hear about a job, for instance, you're going to be offered the job. There is a very strong aspect about fatherhood actually coming through for someone, so that may be a very specific message for somebody as well. And you can even see here with this Page of Coins, he's holding on to a diamond, so this could talk about proposals as well. So that's kind of very, very exciting as well if you're waiting for that, because we also see an evolution here of this King of Swords moving into more emotional territory of the King of Cups. So this could mean sort of a softening of expectations. There could be a divine masculine here who is on the fence about proposing, or on the fence about offering an opportunity to somebody. Maybe you're on the fence about asking somebody out, and if you are, this is Spirit's go ahead to say go ahead and do that, because you're going to get a positive result as a result of your action. So that could also mean the good news is coming because of an effort you're going to put in as well to the situation. But regardless, it's good news. So you can expect, again, the person to say yes. You can expect to get the job. You can expect your worries to not come to fruition. That's the most important thing coming for you, is that your worries don't necessarily have to come to fruition when we worry about something over and over and over again. And you may be a bit of a worrier. And again, I feel like this, because of the effort that you're putting in, that's why you're going to get a positive result. There's almost something intentional about the delay that you're experiencing in this moment. It's meant to help you build some sort of strength or rapport, help you build character in some way. But you're going to get to the position that you want, and that's what's so important. This is actually, that's why they're talking about the purposeful delay, is because you may be a worrier. But in order to reach the level that Spirit wants to bring you, you have to eliminate distractions and learn how to eliminate those distractions by basically being thrust into a situation where you're surrounded by your own thought distractions. You could perhaps be a water sign and you're very emotional at times. Yeah, there's the King of Cups again. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Also a very strong Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. As I said, Taurus. There's the Ten of Cups. It's about, there's an aspect here too of somebody who wants to reveal something or waiting for a revelation to come in. And it's all smooth sailings. The Ten of Cups is encompassing this beautiful full spectrum of abundance. The pot of gold that's waiting for you at the end of the rainbow. This was an excellent, excellent pile to be drawn to. There's the Ace of Pentacles and there's the Four of Pentacles. You're building upon something. Your life is moving forward in such a beautiful way because, again, you're leveling up in your career, or you're going to move into a very abundant relationship, or that relationship is already abundant and you're moving it forward even further into a different timeline. It's just such positive news because you've put yourself into a position to achieve some sort of abundance. There's the Five of Swords. But that's why you're going through this slight delay in waiting for the good news, or in perhaps the slight delay to build up the courage to execute something, execute a belief, or ask someone out, for instance, or propose something to someone, because this purposeful delay is meant to help you build that spiritual muscle. What is good news coming this way, please, for pile number one? What good news can pile number one expect? We have be real. They're asking for clarity. They're asking you to be honest. And if you're overthinking about asking for something that you want, and that something that you want could have many, many faces with the Hierophant involved. Your career, your love life, your home, your relationships. How do you want to evolve? How do you want to level up? Spirit is encouraging you to take your masks off and be honest with yourself and others. And that's how you're going to achieve your goal here, because it says step up and lead. What I love about the Hierophant as well is it's all about leadership. Even the King of Swords, he's sort of the leader in communication. I think about teaching. So you could perhaps be a teacher, be waiting to hear about a placement. And if that's the case, you're going to have a beautiful placement, because there's just an aspect of moving into a leadership role. It says, and be proud of yourself is on the back of the deck. Last quarter moon in Taurus, very strong Taurus element. Spirit's excited for you because of this evolution. And it's very closely linked to not just the practical steps that you're taking here, but it's also going to help you evolve in a spiritual plane, help you to gain confidence, again, to help you gain mastery over your overthinking sometimes, so that you are more, it's like you can move into that leadership role and be an asset in that role. We have here perspective. It says none of this matters. Zoom out and common ground. And this card comes out when the Nine of Swords often comes out because of the focus that the Nine of Swords requires, the energy that it requires to maintain this fear and this overthinking. So if that's how you're feeling right this moment regarding a situation where you're feeling on the fence, then Spirit says, don't worry about it. None of this matters. You're going to have a very positive outcome here. It says, forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader that you wish you had. Moving into a leadership role. And the courageous peony, which I love, it's all about expansion, your unique nature, but letting yourself be seen. And they're asking you to be real. So they're asking you to say what's on your mind, to go after the position that you're hoping for, to go after the person, perhaps, to go after the person, perhaps, that you have your eye on as well. Very, very, very beautiful energy for you, pile one. Advice for pile number one, please, as they go forward towards all of this abundance. Your inner power. By your own command, you've brought yourself here. And at this moment in time, you have nothing to fear. And I love that, because it is by your own inner power that you forge through the obstacles and the difficulties to be able to achieve the success that this really talks about. And I really feel like you are a very wise person. a very wise person. Because when I think of the Hierophant, I think about the pillars, and I think of Solomon, and there's something very wise about the leadership skills of the King of Swords. On the back of the deck, we have Draw Down the Moon. The forest nymphs dance in sheer delight, singing soft songs, find us in the wild good night. They're talking about facing our fears and facing the insecurity of this anxiety sort of rumination that we may be a part of in this present moment. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 1. Other good news in the bowl, please, that we can share with pile number 1 today. From their guides, their angels, the 9 of Cups, a wish is going to be fulfilled. When it comes, I keep thinking about just an emotional desire, an emotional wish. The King of Cups, I think of fatherhood actually a lot. And I again, that's a message for someone very specific. But the High Priestess is also coming forward, talking about how this journey is also going to help you develop your spiritual side. It's going to help you tap into that ability as well as you move forward. There's almost a healing element coming through for the Divine Masculine as well. But wish fulfillment with the 9 of Cups. And being in a kind of a smug position. Feeling like you're on top of the world is what Spirit's saying. We have you. We have sing. And I almost heard sign as well. You might be signing something. We have the letter E. We have the letter I. We have a bicycle. I think about decisions we made when we were young. I also think about children, decisions regarding children. We do have the 5 of Pentacles here, which I think about a practical concern regarding finances or position. But we have the yin yang, so there's an aspect of relationships being involved in this good news for you too. We have the sewing machines for mending, and we also have the double-edged razor. We have the forget-me-not and handmade. I think of children. And the crescent moon, I think of our trusting our intuition, trusting our divine feminine or divine masculine intuition. That is what I have for you today, pile 1. If it resonated with you, drop your comment below for a chance to win a free reading with me. Be sure to hit your notification bell as well. You can also check out my links below for Etsy for personal reading if you feel called to. But I hope that you come back and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 2. You were drawn to the pink flower or perhaps to the star card here, and this is your reading. What is some good news that Spirit can bring forward for you today that you may need to hear? What a beautiful card to be drawn to, the Star of Aquarius. So you've been hoping for something or wishing for something. And sometimes when we're thinking about the star energy, we feel like something's out of our reach or beyond our grasp. But this could really speak about a healing cycle, changing directions into something very, very abundant. So let's take a look here. What is some good news, please? A message that pile 2 needs to hear. Some good news coming their way. You have the 6 of Pentacles. I feel like the efforts that you're putting in this moment are not going to go to waste. The strength that you have shown is not going to go unnoticed, and it's not going to go to waste. And it makes me feel like you've tried something many, many times, and it's like you just don't give up either. Or something has happened many, many times to throw you off course. Or you've had opportunities many, many times, but we're charging forward this time. It's like the seed is being planted, and it's going to take root. We have the Lovers. This could be in connection to a relationship. And it feels like an intentional decision made within a relationship as well. We have the Temperance. We also have the Hanged Man. And we have the 18, the Moon. Back of the deck, we do have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the 5 of Swords here with the Awakening. I'm sorry, the 5 of Wands with the Awakening. I'm going to get a different deck to clarify here as we go. There's some really, really strong themes though here. You have the Chariot, the Lovers, the Hanged Man, the Temperance, the Moon, the Wheel of Fortune, the Star. This is all sort of destined in your path. What this good news that's coming your way. Spirit doesn't want you to be fearful because it's something so exciting and so important and so a part of your journey. I feel like you've gone through a bunch of disappointments leading up to this abundance. And there's almost this message about Here with the burdock specifically, because the burdock is so invasive and it'll just take over and it completely drains the soil of nutrients, and that's the only way it can thrive is in this type of soil. But once they compost this leaf, it regenerates the soil, and then the burdock sort of dies away. So there's this aspect about regeneration and about self-healing and paths that you've taken to self-heal that's going to help you to achieve your goals here. And there's an irony about the joy that you're going to feel because of the path that you've forged to get to that joy. So there's sort of an irony surrounding that. I can't deny that I'm getting a very strong aspect of family for someone watching, but I am dealing with collective energy, so please take the messages as they resonate here with you today and leave behind those that do not feel right to you. It is in relation to the Lover's energy, and I just heard full speed ahead is what I heard. And I'm just feeling like there's like a sapling taking root. We do have the Five of Swords. And this would have been in a situation where you would have had a very strong conflict with a divine masculine energy, perhaps a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And I feel like there could have been perhaps multiple losses here as well. I'm just looking at those three poppies here. And so there is a lot of fear, I feel, associated with the journey ahead. But that's why Spirit's here to let you know that there's positive results that await you, healing, taking you to a brand new planet, I heard. Just you're going to be on a completely different wavelength. Your life will forever be changed forever in the most wonderful of ways. There's an aspect of feeling kind of helpless to... It's like there's a feeling of helplessness, to be honest, as we, even though it's good news, even though it's positive aspects, it's like we have to struggle to find the joy in the journey because we're anticipating failure or we're fearful of loss. But that's why Spirit says do not fear what this travel brings, because they keep saying full speed ahead, and there's the beautiful sun for you. And that's what you can expect in the unknown. The moon moves into the light. And there's something about cycles being involved here as well for the divine feminine. And here's the Eight of Wands. There's the Ten of Cups. I love it so much. What a beautiful aspect. So such positive news, especially if you were waiting for some news, if you've been putting some effort into a goal. And this does not have to have, this doesn't have to just be connected to children and family. This could be connected to relationships. Of course, it can be connected to career as well. And it's just something that you've put your effort into time and time and time again. And maybe you've had some very, very conflicting losses, very conflicting disappointments that have made you almost hesitate to try again, hesitate to hope. And that's why Spirit's here to talk to you, because they don't want you to stop hoping, and they don't want you to stop charging forward with your plans and making decisions that are based for your future. Because the decisions you're making right this moment to execute some sort of action, they're very important. And then they're talking about surrendering to what's going to be and surrendering to the truth of the abundance that's coming in, because that's going to be difficult for you moving forward. But they're also so excited for you. And what's going to happen is just such a beautiful, positive aspect of again, permanent change. There's the Tower. Solid build with effort. Permanent change. Upheaval, yes, but in the most wonderful of ways. I even feel like for some of you, this is going to involve some type of travel in order to execute this, or some type of movement, maybe even slight travel, but it's full speed ahead to the Ten of Cups. And this Ten of Cups again encompasses whatever your goals are, whatever you've been applying so much effort towards, whatever seeds you've been planting. This could be in career as well, or in home. Whatever seeds you've been planting, this is abundance. This is the pot of gold that's waiting for you. So what a wonderful... There's the star energy on the bottom of the deck. I'm just going to leave that there. You could be an Aquarius. What is good news, please, coming in for pile number 2? We have here forgive, and we have lighten up. Last quarter moon in Leo. I saw talk less and feel more on the back of that deck as well. And that's what they want you to do if you've been saying negative things to yourself, or you've been really thinking negative thoughts. They want you to just feel the joy within you, or feel the spark of life within you, or feel the excitement of things moving forward in your direction. This conflict that you're feeling, right? And there could have even been conflict with Again, a partner in the past regarding all of the effort we've put into something. But that's why Spirit says this overthinking, the worry cycle is coming to an end and you're going to have a positive result. There's a forgiveness cycle in connection to all the conflict that it's created in relationships in your life. If it's created conflict because of stress or because of overthinking or because of worry, this is forgiveness for you and for others. And they know that they can't force a perspective shift, but that's what the star is hoping for. They're hoping to give you something positive to look forward to, so that that is what you are focusing upon, instead of the helplessness that you sometimes feel in certain situations. You have all paths are leading home, inner authority, intuition, and let your gaze turn within. And that's why they want you to understand that the disappointments that you've experienced in the past, even though you've put so much effort in, that it's not going to waste. It's all leading to your abundance. We also have here, surrender to the sweetness, pleasure, joy, and make love to life. Surrender to the sweetness. And they're almost asking for you to give in to the good news. It's like you get really good news, but then you're afraid to hope, or you're afraid to get excited. And Spirit wants you to give in to that. Don't be afraid. It says loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, and let God in. And it reminds me a lot of the Tower energy about permanent change coming in, and how this permanent change is in your favor, and it's including healing cycles, forgiveness, new beginnings, fresh perspectives, and just a lot of more abundance than what you're experiencing in this present moment. Advice, please, for pile number 2. Good news coming their way. 3 of Cups. Good news is very close. It could even be as close as 3 months away for someone watching. A toast to friendship in the afternoon sun. 3 cups and happiness. 3 cheers are done. Celebration is near, and you're going to be celebrating with friends and family because of this good news coming in as well. Now, this card was on the back of the deck, I believe, for pile 1 as well. Draw down the moon. The forest nymphs dance in sheer delight, singing soft songs. Find us in the wild good night. It's all about facing our fears, facing our intuition, trusting in our intuition as well to guide us through the next chapter. Very good news for you, pile 2. Advice for pile 2 in the bowl. 5 of Pentacles reversed, which is beautiful. Again, forgiveness, moving on, especially in regards to relationships. So a lot of conflicts being resolved. That's very good news if you're in the midst of a conflict right now. There's the Wheel of Fortune turning in our event. And we have the Hierophant. There could be marriages or institutions involved in that sense in this good news. And it could involve partnership as well. But there's also a beautiful aspect about being offered a new position in some way. And this position could be in life or in love, or in the career realm as well. But it's changing directions. It's taking you to a brand new sort of world. And that could be really literal, or that could just be sort of an emotional change. We have and we have gentle. We have the sword of the Ace of Swords. I think of the Queen of Swords. We also have here the heart chakra, and I think of nursing scrubs. We have Virgo energy and graceful. I think of somebody who's handled tribulations with grace, especially next to the Pisces energy. I think of motherhood with the pink. We also have here healing for the divine masculine, and the pine cone. And here's the pine cones that we started with here with the 6 of pine for you, pile 2. That is what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. Please drop your comment below for a chance to win a free reading with me, or you can check out my links below for Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to. But I hope you come back and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, group number 3. You were drawn to the cream flower or to the sun card, and this is your reading. What is some good news that's coming your way that your spirit team wants to advise you about, or that you feel like they feel like you need to hear at this very moment? The sun is all about abundance. It's about clarity. It's about joy. It's such a beautiful card. I'm sure that there was many who were drawn to this particular card. You could be a fire sign, a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I always think of Leo energy with the sun very specifically. But let's take a look. Whoops. Bouncing you. Let's take a look here and see what is some good news that is coming your way, pile 3, that your guides are anxious for you to hear about. We have the 4 of Pentacles. I almost feel like there could be sort of a relocation or something happening for someone watching. Please remember to take the messages as they resonate and leave behind those that do not feel right to you, with the understanding that energy is always in constant motion. But there's the Nine of Cups. They're like, just wait and see what we have in store for you. That's all you have to do, is just wait and see. Because you're having a dream coming true, a dream that is going to be fulfilled. We have the Queen of Swords. And it could have something to do with you stepping into your leadership abilities. Back of the deck here is the Three of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Wands. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to get a separate deck here for the bottom. Let's use this little deck. It's a little bit more muted. Now, this Three of Pentacles on the back of the deck is talking about building upon a new foundation. And here we have the Three of Wands. I do feel like there could be some sort of relocation involved with this good news for you. The Nine of Cups is about a wish fulfillment, something that's luring you. And I almost feel like you're waiting to hear some sort of news. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Justice and the Seven of Swords. And they're talking about new positions that we're holding that we're not going to be able to kind of go back. It's like once we level up in this way, we don't ever go back. And there's some sort of nostalgia that's associated with the past. So even if you're leveling up in your career, it's like you have more responsibility. There's more leadership involved in your new position. So it's like with new leadership comes, you know, a bigger paycheck, which is wonderful, but also comes a lot more responsibility, which can be stressful sometimes. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Five of Swords. And I almost feel like you're preparing yourself so much for disappointment in this moment that it's going to be hard for you to actually feel joy when you hear the good news. Spirit says it's like you're going to have such a hard time to actually be like, oh, I'm having a hard time feeling the joy that I should be feeling in this present moment. You have the Knight of Swords. But they're saying that you're jumping to conclusions in this present moment, that they have more to reveal to you. And that's why they're asking you to just wait. Just wait. Don't think about what's has been in the past. Just wait and see what's going to be revealed to you, because you're going to get the desires of your heart. And I feel like it's going to come in very, very soon for you as well. Back of the deck is the Eight of Cups, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. I do feel like you're moving on from something. And I do feel like relocation is involved. So this could really talk about a brand new position within your career as well. There's the Ace of Pentacles. You're going to be offered something. But I feel like you get a choice in the matter. You get to make the decision. And so the Queen of Swords is going to have a decision to make. And that's why they're saying that in this moment, this little delay, they're just asking for a little bit more of your patience in this present moment. But it feels like you're going to be relocating as a result of this really good news. And the Four of Pentacles as well is also talking about building up upon your foundation in life and love. So this could also not just be the practical realm, but this is something that you've invested emotion into. We have here, step into your power. I just got this message about somebody who could be waiting to hear back about schooling, or waiting to hear back about multiple options for school. And that's a very specific message for someone watching. Because there's this aspect about being disappointed that you're overlooked in one regard or overlooked in one aspect. But Spirit doesn't want you to focus on who perhaps quote unquote overlooked you, because there's abundance elsewhere. But stepping into your leadership, stepping into your power. The Queen of Swords is a wonderful speaker. So you could be an educator. You could be somebody who is deciding to go into something that you're publishing, or something that you're writing, something that you're using your voice. It's going to involve relocation, unleashing your kindest self, and being proud of yourself. So you may actually be taking on a leadership role that actually involves communicating about internal conflict to others. Again, that's very specific, but there's almost like a stage energy that I'm feeling from you, moving into the future, again, as a result of opportunity and relocation. But the good news is that the wait is almost over for you to step into this position. And I feel like you've been waiting, perhaps. And we have you patting yourself on the back because you've put yourself in this position to grow in this way. We have here, you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness and face your true north. And that's why they're speaking about someone specific who, again, maybe you've applied for multiple positions or you've applied for multiple things. And some may overlook you. Maybe you've tried multiple publishing houses and you're trying to get published and multiple people have overlooked you. It doesn't matter who've overlooked you. There's going to be somebody who does not overlook you. We also have here called, you're being called, soul gifts and training. It's time to step up and lead. I feel like there's a lot of fear associated with this move because it's big. It feels really big, this opportunity. That's why the ego is going to be trying with all of its might to keep you complacent or to keep you from stepping into this leadership role. So don't let it, because you're a star keeper. Cosmic ancestors seed the light by staying grounded is on the back of that deck. Advice, please, for pile number 3. Good news coming your way for pile number 3. We have the art of life. There is no sacred light in the aura of an invisible life. Be bold in your skin and let love dance in sight. I feel like you're going to be in front of people. People are going to look to you for leadership, for some sort of advice or some type of direction. We have here a moment's joy, sand through the hourglass, yet time could stand still. A moment lasts forever in the bliss of the heart's will. And distant dream. The distance calls your heart to roam free. So as you dare dream it, so must it be. And there is this aspect about a dream, a wish coming true. But because you pushed that wheel of fortune forward, because of your efforts, your hard work. And I almost feel like something's going to be captured. So again, with the Queen of Swords, if you're in a leadership position and you're going to be speaking to people or educating people, this could be recorded in some way. So please take that as it resonates. But your distant dream is not so distant anymore. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 3. Good news coming in for pile number 3, please. Don't doubt yourself, I just heard. You may go through a cycle where you're really doubting your own abilities, but you're creating something. And you're perhaps presenting something into the world that you're creating. And it does feel very, very heavily drawn towards sort of the career realm, the financial realm, but this could also, again, be in life as well, or love. It could be creating a relationship or coming forward to speak your mind. But positive results overall. But it feels very, very much sort of catered towards a career realm reading, but surrendering to what Spirit's about to reveal to you. And it's kind of going to be this reminder about who you are, your ability to communicate who you are, your ability to manifest as well. There's a little bit of fear involved, but don't let that stop you. We have here song, singing your song, telling your story in some way. We have here a butterfly, evolution. We also have a teddy bear, so this could have something to do with your past in some way, or children. We have here the divine feminine and worldwide energy. I do feel like there could be travel or relocation associated with this good news. We have the hatchet and the heartbreak. And I do feel like perhaps in the past, maybe there's like an aspect of divorce or like a really strong breakup or breakdown of relationships in the past. But because of that, we have sweet results that await us. It's like it only made us feel stronger. We have angels watching over us, so your mother may have passed, to be honest, so please take that as it resonates, because I'm getting a really strong aspect of an angel in mother form, like floating over the situation, and you could hear songs or music associated with that person. So please take that as it resonates. We also have a commandment from the Bible here that says, I am the Lord thy God, so don't forget who you are. And they're also speaking about being careful about what you say about yourself or say to yourself. All right, pile 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. If it does, please drop your comment below for a chance to win a free reading with me. Be sure to check out my links below for Etsy for personal reading if you feel called to. But I hope that you come and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a great day.